But nonetheless, welcome in. Do something about it then, Ben. You can't stand me, but you a hoe. Only hoe ass niggas don't like me. All the real niggas fuck with me. Only hoe ass niggas don't like me last time I checked. I ain't never met a real nigga that ain't like me. Isn't that a weird statement to make? I ain't been live all day. I ain't been live all day. That's a weird statement to make. She. But oh yeah, the live just started. We just got up in there. Ben, you ducking? All right, you going in. You got about one more time. You're gonna be on the block list. You're gonna find yourself on that block list. I'll be giving y'all chances, man. You can't say I ain't nice. I think I'm nice as hell. I ain't gonna even lie. I wouldn't necessarily call myself a nice guy at all, but I definitely think I'll be being nice to y'all. To you insufferable human beings. I think I'm fairly nice to y'all. I ain't gonna lie. The way y'all be testing my patience, the way I'll be letting y'all live. I'll be letting y'all live, man. Oh my God, y'all don't be knowing how much I could really go at y'all. And I'll be so nice. Y'all be taking my kindness for weakness, though. I don't be understanding. I'm like, damn, do I come across as a weak person? Huh? Do I come across as a person that's easy to push around or to manipulate or to bully? You know what I mean? I be wanting to know. Hey, man, who's this? Who up here saying my government name, man? Watch out. Hey, what's good, man? Come on now. Watch out now. Watch out now. Definitely nicer than they deserve. That's all I be saying. I'm definitely nicer than they deserve. Here, just jump in this motherfucker. We gonna say that nigga got my man name. We gonna say it got my man name. Hey, men only commit paternity fraud. Yeah, no, definitely don't say my last name. Oh man. Hey, only men commit paternity fraud, man. Y'all didn't know? Oh, I'm not kind to these niggas. I'm nice to them. That's why. I don't call myself either in general, but with these dudes, yeah, I'm nice. Definitely nice. What up, China? Uh-huh. So you guys are all wondering why we are here, huh? Exactly. There you go, Stephanie. Put it together. What up, Jones? Yeah, I've been active all day. I've been on my grizzly since 9 this morning, and then I had to step out for a minute with my baby. We had to have daddy son time for a little bit, because we ain't gonna be able to have it tonight. So here we go. Now we bite. Mm-hmm. Only men commit paternity fraud, though. I know they gonna be mad, man. Hey, F patriarchy, you done cracked the code. She said paternity fraud saying they'll be a father then abandon their family. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. What up, Jay? That's exactly what it is. Only men commit paternity fraud. You can't even prove that women commit paternity fraud. You can't even prove it. Like, think about it. Let's say she slept with two dudes around the same time. Let's say you can assume she knew. You can say, oh, she knew, and da-da-da-da. And most likely she does. Most likely she does, right? Because I think like 90% of the time the women know who the paternal father is. But paternity, the whole paternity mix-up stuff is so rare that you basically can never prove that a woman actually committed fraud. Like, unless she put it in writing somewhere, like, oh, this is not even his baby, and I know it. Like, that's rare. Damn near never. You can't prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that a woman committed paternity fraud. You can't prove it. Shit's damn near impossible, if not impossible. But I can prove that men commit paternity fraud all the time. Clear as day. All the men that be abandoning their kids. There you go. That's paternity fraud. You said you was gonna be there for that baby. You married that woman. You signed. You told you signed the birth certificate. All that stuff. And look at you. 6 months into the baby being in a woman womb, you already laying hands and feet on the woman. You abusing the woman. The baby come out. You neglecting the baby. You neglecting the woman. You're telling them you're gonna do better. You're gonna do right by them for 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Keep them there. Then she finally up and leave you. And since you a fucking narcissist, you abandon the children to hurt the woman. And because you never liked the kids to begin with. That's paternity fraud. That is paternity fraud. What up, Keo? That's the real paternity fraud that happens every day. Every day. What up, Chi Chi? That's the one that I could actually prove with beyond a shadow of a doubt that men are doing. I can't prove the other one. I can't prove it. I've never seen paternity fraud actually proven. I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't even know where to begin. I don't even know where to begin to make that. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you even make that like case? Like, how do you build that case? Can I make the letters bigger? Sure. Let me fix my prop real quick. It's the font. Nobody likes this font. I like it for some reason, but every time I use it, I feel like it don't. Like, people are like, "What the hell? What the hell? What the hell, Leontay?" There we go. All right, we got it squared away now. Boom. That might be too big though. I will see. Let me know if y'all can see it in the screen though. It might be too big though. That's all right. You good, Marcia? Looks good. Okay. I didn't know if it was gonna be too big or not. But yeah. That's the real paternity fraud. I'm tired of y'all screaming about paternity fraud. That shit it's not even provable, and the shit don't never happen. Shit ain't provable, and the shit don't never happen. Oh my God. Stop pinching my neck. Shut my door, baby. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love that baby. It's my best buddy. So where we at? I know they in that thing. Let me see. Where they at, man? Do I gotta shut him down and bring him back to life one time? God damn. Y'all okay? Are y'all out there? Is this thing on? What is we doing? What are we doing? What's the word, huh? One time for the one time? It's 10 minutes, man. I feel like it's a safe time to do it. You know what I'm saying? The likes is low, the shares is low. Fuck it. What up, Whitaker? You just came in here, but we probably about to spin the block one time. I might have to do it one time. I don't know what happened, man. It's late too. I know 7 o'clock kind of late. I know a lot of y'all old. I'm just playing. It's the East Coast time. It's 10 o'clock. It's still sunlight over here where I'm at. So the sun's still out in this motherfucker. It's birds and shit outside. Yeah, it's 10 o'clock for y'all. Y'all rubbing y'all feet together and shit. Y'all in the bed like this. Y'all in the bed rubbing y'all motherfucking feetsies together. That's what's up. I love it. Oh shit, it's 3 a.m. God damn. I gotta go live earlier. Man. It be hard though, man. Shit. Them videos be taking forever. Hours. 9 o'clock. Let me see. 9 o'clock. I took a break, cooked. And I was finished around 4. Yeah, I got finished around 4. So I'll start doing it in the daytime. Wait. How did I know? How did I know what? Yep, that's what TikTok been doing. They've been Hey, TikTok been snatching people's subscriptions. Make sure y'all checking y'all subs. Just make sure you resub. They on some weird shit. They kicking everybody out of the subs, man. They don't give a fuck. I don't know if it's just for me. I'm gonna talk to some other people. I'm gonna talk to some other folk. I'm put our heads together and see what's going on. You can't see the prompt. Yep. They not giving y'all notices. They just kicking y'all out. Like, damn. What up?
There's gotta be a glitch because that comment that I just left you, it says pub by my name as if I'm a subscriber, but I had said something earlier and it doesn't say it on there. It's a fucking glitch on here. People who are subscribed to you, it might show up that it's not a subscriber, but they technically are. They're just not like
showing it in the thing. Yeah. I saw it yesterday with Chan and shit. I was like, what the fuck? That was weird. And then she said she had to go do, I don't know, but we'll figure it out. If it is what it is. It don't look like the numbers are affected by it. So I don't know, but it is weird. I do see it like going in and out. You're right. It's super crazy. I don't know what the hell. TikTok is on some weird shit. They must be selling it, man. They just selling it all in bits and pieces.
Well, damn, can I have my pub sticker by my damn
name? It's on there. I saw it when you had said it was up there. I thought you had resubscribed or something. It was up there still. Yep. That's weird.
Right. Well, at least you know.
Yep. All right, bet. Yeah, they on some weird shit. They getting ready to ban it again. I know. They got like another 65 days before they ban it again. Hey, we gonna go out with a bang though. We're gonna have a good time. House tis prop. What's going on? I don't think they're getting rid of it either, but and Danny says she ready for the ban this time. Hey, I'm gonna restart it though. I don't know what's jumping. Let's get it restarted. Let's get it restarted one time, y'all. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it right. I know it's late, but come on, wake up. Wake up, Tic Tac. Wake your trout mouth ass up and participate in the live. Let's go. Come on. Where you at, you busters? Where are you custers at? Hey, I can't wait to go see Sinners, man. Sinners just dropped today. I'm about to go watch that shit. I was gonna watch it today with my baby, but my wife said, "Nah, he can't watch no rated R movie." I was like, "All right." You know, dads, we don't be having no boundaries when it comes to them rated R movies. We just like I just cover the nigga eyes when some titties pop on the screen or something. I just hey, it's about it. But he already know he don't even want to see that shit. Outside of that, it is what it is, man. Oh, that's dope. Hell yeah. I wanted to. She said, I'm good, Parker. Doing phenomenal. Phenomenal. Maybe the larger prompt to work. Maybe it was a bunch of blind men up in this mug. They couldn't see it earlier. They herding chickens. Oh man. Oh, no. I'm muted. I ain't muted. Y'all can't hear me? What was you doing? Can y'all hear me? Now on YouTube, y'all can't hear me? She said I'm muted. Keo said I'm muted. When that happened? Oh, okay. You might have me muted, Keo. Check the check your mute. Yeah. Check your mute. Okay. Little glitch in the matrix. We back though. Who's Garcia? Garcia is alive. Who is that? Shan, you don't know how men commit paternity fraud? I'm gonna tell you. I said it the last time. This is how men commit paternity fraud. The man they deported. Oh, okay. Let me tell you how. It goes like this. So first and foremost, I don't even know if women can commit paternity fraud because I don't even think it's like provable unless the woman like says that she committed paternity fraud. I don't know how you can prove it. Because she has to knowingly do it. You know what I'm saying? But if she sleeps with two dudes around the same time, yeah, she can know. Like you could accuse her. You could say, yeah, she knows. Well, if she didn't know, there's always that. You know what I mean? It's not really that. It's not verifiable, really, at the end of the day. But when men say they want to have babies, and they beg the woman to have a baby, and they say they want to have a legacy, you know how they love using their babies as their legacy. Then they get the woman pregnant, and they start to beat up on the woman, or they start to neglect the woman, or they start to, they start to emotionally abuse a woman, and then the baby gets here, and they start to neglect the baby, and they neglect the woman, and and all that stuff, and then the woman finally gets tired, and she leaves him, and then he goes, "Oh, okay, well, since I can't have access to you anymore, I'm just going to abandon the kid too." I think that's paternity fraud. You said you wanted to be a daddy. It's not the right term to use, but they use it. You said you wanted to be a daddy. Here you are, a whole pop. You signed the what's the little thing, the birth certificate and all that stuff. But as soon as that woman, don't want to be in an abusive relationship with you, now you don't want to be a daddy no more. That's paternity fraud. Because she wouldn't have had the baby had she known beforehand that you was gonna do that. Like if you told a woman straight out that you was gonna do that as a man, like what percentage of women, you know what I'm saying? Like the vast majority of women gonna be like, all right, nigga, I'm out then. I'm gonna go on and get this motherfucker vacuumed up out of here. Fetus deletus en route. And I would everybody would understand that. Nobody would have a problem with that, I don't think. But it's the men, not, men don't be, of course, a man ain't gonna tell a woman like, yeah, the first sign of trouble, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm dipping. I'm not, as soon as I don't have access to your body anymore, I'm out. As soon as you don't let me hunt you the way that I want to hunt you, I'm out. As soon as you don't let me manipulate you the way that I want to manipulate you, I'm out. You think Plenty would? Oh no. She pushed him away. She pushed him away. It's 3, 4 o'clock over there in the UK. My prompt is a pretty specific scenario, or is it just that what happens in the there you go. A pretty specific scenario, or how was that specific? That's not general. I mean, that's not. I mean, I don't know if it's. I don't think most men want to. I don't. I don't think most men want to be fathers. I mean, they want to have kids. I don't think most men want to be fathers, though. They don't want to be parents, I should say. Maybe they want to be fathers. I don't know, because fathers don't be doing much, but they don't want to be parents. I have a hard time believing most men want to be. It's like I don't believe most men want to be married. Most men want a wife, but they don't want to be married. Most men want the benefits of a wife, but they don't really want to be married. Yeah, when they say they want to be parents, they still want it to be convenient. Yeah, they want to be a parent on their terms. Yeah, Fred, most. And again, if any of you guys ever doubt anything that I'm saying, you are more than welcome to come up here and ask me, why do I believe what I believe? That's okay. I'm okay with that. You just gotta let that baby do what he want to do. You don't argue with that kid. Don't argue with him too often. Let him do what he need to do. But yeah, it would be most. I think, like I said, if you have any questions, if you don't understand what I'm saying, by all means, I'm here. I'm here. Y'all got me for the next at least 2 hours, probably 3 though, total. Shit. God damn it. God damn. So yeah, anybody in the comments, definitely. The panel is open. Come on up. There we go. What up, J-Bay? They pretend to not be the father. Yeah. Kids would, I mean, I don't know. I think kids fare better with their mothers, but if the daddies want them, you know what I mean? No foreign dussies tonight. It's too late for them. It's too late. It's a late night for them. Men scared of your conversations. They be kind of they be a little nervous. I don't know why though, man. It be fun. I be having a good time. Nah, I ain't gonna even lie. I think like last night I was frustrated. Then I just can't. I just hate like when we be having a discussion And then I get all the way, I get to the, we get to the promised land and then they want to lie. Yeah, I'm going to see Sinners tomorrow. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to go see it tomorrow, but I'm going to go see it this weekend probably. Maybe next week, actually. My wife is on spring break and the baby's going to be at school, so maybe we can catch a little matinee. That's what's up. So, yeah, definitely. You saw it was good? I believe it. Ryan Coogler, man, that's that guy. That guy, Ryan Coogler, is the guy. What I got to do? I got to invite y'all up. All right. Let's invite y'all up. I see y'all in here lurking. Damn, don't mean. I see you. I see it. Hey, if I see you and I invite you, come on up. Hey, man, get the hell out of here. If I see you, come on up. What up, Maul? Yes, sir. I can hear you.
It's Mal, not
Mal. Okay. What's good, Mal?
What do you mean only men commit paternity fraud? Can you explain that, please?
Yeah. I don't think that you can prove that women commit paternity fraud. I think it's damn near impossible to prove that women commit paternity fraud.
So like the studies that we have like in Jamaica, France, and even some of the states of America, like in like personal anecdotes that we've heard from women themselves, like it just disproves the idea. Like
what studies are you talking about?
If your argument is that like men are overestimating paternity fraud, I think that's a fair.
No. What studies are you talking about?
Sure, yeah. Let me pull them up real quick. Talk to the lad.
Yeah.
I have my computer right next to me.
Okay.
Talk to the lad.
What up, Stacy? Oh, hold on, man. Let me turn my mic on. Make sure my mic right. Oh, I've been doing my videos on the wrong setting. It's all good. All right, there you go. All right, I got you. You good now? You can talk.
Nah, I was just listening, bro. You invited me up.
No, I did. I invited you up. Hell yeah. I invited up the first.
Yeah. I have it right now. Yeah, because this is I'm Black American, but sometimes I do talk an accent because my family is from the UK and all that. So I have a lot of Jamaican friends, right? And it is an issue that goes on in Jamaica to the point in which Jamaican.
Okay,
MPs,
what study are you talking about? Just tell me a study. What does the study say? What is the study?
Well, it's not from basically there were constitutional and sort of hold on.
Yeah.
They had DNA, they had like DNA test companies and whatnot, where basically 47% of the men who did get the test, it confirmed that like they were not the dad. But like they're not like general.
But time out. Hold on. Time out. Mal. That doesn't prove paternity fraud. So specifically paternity fraud. So what studies do you have that prove that women commit paternity fraud? Because you said the studies in Jamaica and da-da-da. See, I actually read about this stuff. I've never seen a study about paternity fraud specifically that actually that actually gives a percentage of what amount of women commit paternity fraud.
Well, again,
getting tested and then finding out that you're hold on, Mal. Getting tested and then finding out you're not the father does not mean that she committed paternity fraud. That's what I'm saying. Just FYI.
If she says, "Hey, you're the dad," then you get tested and then you find out you're not the dad.
That's not fraud. Do you know what fraud is? What is the definition of fraud?
The definition of fraud is when you like try and make a claim against someone that they are something and then they find out that they aren't it.
No, that's not the definition of fraud. But
what's the legal definition of fraud?
But basically in this case, more what I'm saying is if she had sex with a guy and then she had sex with another guy within a week, and then the baby comes and she says she has sex with me, she has sex with you. The baby comes, she says it's my baby. I raise it as my baby for 5 years. I start to look at it. I'm like, damn, this baby don't look like me. I start to find out maybe she was cheating or whatever. I don't know. Now I have this suspicion. Now I go get tested, and then we find out that the baby is not mine. That does not prove that she committed paternity fraud. She could have very well just thought that the baby was actually mine.
So, okay. So what about in instances where she knows the man isn't the father and she knows who the father is? Because
these are, but this is made up though. That's what I'm saying. Like you're just like at this point, you're just saying like if
Franklin's situation is a very public situation in the Black American community. I don't know how you can
Kurt Franklin, what?
Kurt Franklin, he thought his dad was another person. His mom knew the entire time it was another man. There are plenty. The reason
how do we wait? How do we know that? Because Kurt Franklin told us. What the fuck? You heard his mama say it? No. You heard his mama say it.
There are plenty of women who.
Hold on, wait. I don't know this story. I'm just asking you. So you heard Kurt Franklin mama get on TV and say, yeah, I knew who the daddy was. I'm just asking you.
I mean, fair enough if you haven't heard, but like this idea that like it doesn't occur is like this crazy. Like I think you can make the argument men overestimate it, sure, but the idea that it doesn't occur is just like, what are you talking about, man?
It doesn't occur though. And it doesn't occur. You don't even know. Again, and this is what I'm saying about paternity. Hold on, wait. And this is what I'm saying. Stop. You don't know shit about the numbers. Because right now, and this is what I'm saying. I've seen you in my comments before. You're one of those people who you don't know what you're talking about, but you act like you do. Like you say, oh, there's a study. Remember how we started having this conversation. You said all of these numbers out of Jamaica and the UK, you started naming all this stuff, right? And I said, hold on. And I said, hold on, please, Mal, stop talking over me. And I said, oh, okay. And here's the thing. I just want you guys to know, I already knew the answer before you know what I'm saying? When I asked you the question, I was like, oh, okay. What studies are you talking about? Because I already knew you didn't have it. What study has been done that proves that whatever percentage of women, I don't give a fuck, whatever, I don't know. What study is out there that proves that women actually commit paternity fraud? Again, if you get tested for paternity and come to find out it's not your child or the child's not the father, you know, whoever, that doesn't mean she committed paternity. It doesn't prove paternity fraud. It just proves the baby ain't yours. That's all it does. It just proves the baby's not yours. It doesn't prove paternity fraud. So, and in the case you just named, which as far as I know, his mama never got up there and said it, but in the case you named, and this is what I said at the beginning, the only way to prove paternity fraud would be for the woman to say, I committed paternity fraud. Which fucking damn near never happens. Like, what are you talking about? If the woman, the only way we would know that she committed paternity fraud is if she got up there and said, yep, I committed paternity fraud. That's the only way. You can never prove it with the test. I promise you, you can never prove it with the test. So that's what what I'm trying to tell you, brother, is scientifically, you can't prove it. That's my point. You can't prove it scientifically.
No, all right. Can I
yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. Yeah, so you do have like some online surveys and just some general like sociological findings on why women are doing it. But by and large, this idea that like you're going to have like this general flatline number on something like this, I don't know how you could even come up with that. Like,
Exactly.
I don't know how.
Lamal, but that's what I'm saying though. I'm with you. I'm with you. That's all I'm saying. So now it's opinion. Hold on. So now it's rooted in our opinions. And my opinion is, I don't think paternity fraud fucking happens. Your opinion, it does. Fine. I don't think it happens. You think it does? Cool. Whatever. But I know one thing. But I know men commit paternity fraud. I know men commit paternity. No, you don't. I know men commit paternity fraud every day. It's always. I know. But here's the thing, Mal. Hold on, Mal. Every day, this is what y'all do. There is this thing that is rare as fucking rare as fuck. Paternity fraud, even if it existed, it's rare as fuck, right? So you want me to believe that it just so happens that a man that I just randomly brought up just so happens to have somebody in his family that committed paternity. Like, stop lying.
He didn't commit it. It got committed to him.
It never. No, it didn't. You're lying. He's lying to. Hold on, wait. He's lying to you, and you're lying. And now you're just giving me the lie. You don't know. You don't know. How do you know it happened to him? How do you know that?
2 years ago.
How do you know? Did the woman say, I committed paternity fraud?
We were there at the freaking hospital. He signed.
Time out, sir.
It was his
Sir, listen to what I'm asking you. Did that woman say out of her mouth, yep, I committed paternity fraud? That's all I want to know. Don't lie, please. Hold on. So she did. So she never admitted to it, right? Okay, cool. Paternity fraud isn't a crime. Hold on. Paternity fraud isn't a crime. So no, you don't have to, it's not a crime. So she never said out of her mouth she committed paternity fraud. So that means that whatever man you're talking about, assume, like most dummies do, that the woman committed paternity fraud. And now you're acting like you got like evidence that proves that it never, you don't fucking know.
Wait. Can I explain the situation?
No, go ahead. Tell us.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So my uncle, one of my dad's best friends, and you know how black people are,
I got you, yeah.
Yeah.
Some guy you know.
I mean, my dad.
I'm just saying, I don't care who it is to you in relation to you. I don't care. It's just some guy you know. I got you. Okay, go ahead.
Fair enough. Right. Him and his wife, they did have some marital issues. There was cheating back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that anyone could tell you, right? But during this period in which she got pregnant, they had not had any cheating because they were on a good spell for about 2 or 3 years, from what everyone saw, including from what she attested to. During about a 1 month span, she hooked up with one of the guys from her past, and also him. She fell pregnant. She knew that the child was the man the man who she cheated on after a year.
How?
She knew.
How did she know? How did she know?
Because she tracks back the general dates to it, right? She tracked back the general dates to it, and then also just facially and whatnot, they didn't look alike.
Who told you? And she told you this? I didn't ask you where you were. I said, did she tell you this? Did you hear this out of her mouth? That's all I'm asking you.
In order for a woman to
Sir, we can't have the discussion. Mal, hold on, wait, Mal. If you want to have this discussion with me, I need for you to answer my questions directly. Yes. Did this woman tell you out of her mouth this story?
I was here for a lot of it.
Oh my God. So this is a yes or no. So yes or no. So yes, she told you. So, but when I asked you 5 seconds ago, so did this woman tell you she committed paternity fraud?
Yes.
You didn't say that. You didn't say yes. You didn't say yes. You said, you asked me a question. You said, so a woman has to tell me that, and I said, yeah, she does. So you never said yes, but now you're saying yes. Got you.
Literally, none of the people who've examined this say they use your standards. This standard that you
because people be fucking lying. Wait, you think that means anything to me? The
researchers on this issue, they don't.
There is no research on this. There's nothing. There's no science. There's no data. There's nothing on paternity fraud, bro. They're guesstimations. That's all, sir. Guesstimations. That's it. No, that's not all you can get. There's no way.
What else more could we get on?
Sir, this shit is so hilarious.
What else?
The craziest thing is what you're saying, and you're not, and it's just so hilarious. You are proving my point. The only way for us to know if paternity fraud happens is if the woman tells us. That's what I said from the beginning.
I can prove you wrong.
I'll let him talk.
Oh,
I'm trying to reach.
Watch this. Hey, bro, I'm gonna do it with one name.
a first and last name. Jerry Springer would not be famous.
Do you know what Jerry Springer was, sir? Do you know what that show was?
You are not.
Hold on, wait. Jerry Springer was daytime TV. It was fake. Corey Holcomb was on Jerry Springer or some shit. Like, it was fake. It wasn't even real. It was Jerry Springer and Judge. I don't even know if Judge Judy is real, to be honest with you. I feel like some of it is fake. But Jerry Springer for sure was 99.9% fake. Maury, 99.9% fake.
Saying all the shows that do fraternity tests,
they were fake. Yeah,
they're all fake.
They were all fake. Yeah.
So how do you know that for sure?
Because they said it.
Who said it?
The fucking producers, the people who did the show, said it was fake.
Said every show is fake with fraternity.
They said it's fake. They just no. Hold on, you're missing what I'm saying. There's documentaries on this. It was scripted. They literally have behind the scenes. They've talked about it for fucking 10 years. Judge Mathis is fake. He's not what the fuck? Judge Mathis is fake. And this doesn't prove paternity fraud again. This just proves paternity.
I seen one today in court when I went today.
No, you didn't. Stop. Why do y'all always lie? The way y'all motherfuckers get up. Hold on, wait. On some real shit, y'all. I'm sorry. I gotta clock this. Hold on, wait. I gotta clock this. I, for the life of me, can never, ever imagine waking up on a Thursday, getting up, being a fully fucking grown person, getting in front of like 500 people and just telling a bold-faced lie. My nigga, are you fucking well in the head? You got it. Y'all niggas got to be disturbed. I couldn't, my nigga, I can't lie. It just don't make no sense. Why would you get up here and lie like that? That's like the goofiest shit I could imagine a man doing. Just lying to another man for no fucking reason. Niggas, you trying to fuck or something? Like, what is your purpose in lying to me right now? This is weird.
Why would you come with some weird stuff like that?
Because niggas be lying to fuck. Niggas stay lying to women to fuck. So I'm like, what purpose do you have to lie to me? Like, what are you trying to get some money out of me? Like, what are you lying to me, bro? This is weird.
Like, we do have stuff on PubMed Central and other reputable academic journals that talk about paternal discrepancies and its public health consequences. Like, this is a general
it's not a real thing. They just talk about it. That's cool. In theory, they're saying like, oh, this could it doesn't prove paternity fraud. Again,
I don't know.
Again, whatever, sir, I promise you, Mal, I promise you, I've done more stuff. I've read more on this than you. I promise you, there is no study that talks about paternity. It just don't exist. It's like virginity. Paternity fraud and virginity are the same. They don't even fucking mean nothing. But I will tell you without a doubt what is paternity fraud, right? Since y'all stuck on what women do, I'm going to talk about what the men do. What men do is, though, I think this is real paternity fraud. And I think this is I know this is provable. And this is verifiable. Men say, I want to be that baby's pappy. And the woman goes, okay, all right, cool. I'll let you impregnate me. And he goes, all right, cool. I want you to have my baby. She goes, okay, cool. Cool. He impregnates her, right? First trimester, second trimester, he putting hands and feet on this woman. Or he yelling at this woman. Or he neglecting this woman. Or some combination of the three, right? And if he ain't doing that, fine. Let's say he don't do that. Cool. But the baby come out. This motherfucker, all of a sudden, he don't want to help. He don't change diapers. He don't help in the middle of the night. Whatever. They start bickering for months and months, maybe a year or two on end, year over year. She gets sick of that shit. He not showing up for her. He acting like a different person. He jealous because the baby here. She spend more time with the baby than she do with him. Whatever, right? The baby done divided him because this nigga don't want to participate in raising his own goddamn child. Now, the woman says, I'm done with you. I don't want to be with you no more, right? Cool. The man goes, all right, cool. I don't want to be with you no more either. I'm going to find me somebody else. He leave, she leave. They go their separate ways, but they still have a baby to take care of, correct?
Yes.
That man abandons the child, though, that he signed up, that he said he wanted to be the father of. He abandons the child. He gets the child once a week. He gets the child twice a month. He gets the child in summers. He don't give no money. He don't.
I mean,
That's paternity. That's paternity fraud. You said you want to be that baby daddy. You said you want to be the father of that child, and you're not showing up for that child. You are a fraud, sir. You are a fraud. You're fraudulent.
I respectfully think controversial Shannon's definition, active father fraud, even though I really don't like Shannon like at all. Like I think
we don't need that. I don't care what you feel about that man personally.
Fair enough. But active father fraud for a situation like that, sure, I guess. But paternity fraud is a phrase that has a definition,
and it don't mean nothing. I'm trying to. This is what I'm trying to say. The real harm to our society, the real harm is fathers abandoning their children, not women who a man is allegedly raising. Like, who gives a fuck at the end of the day? Like, at the end of the day, how does that hurt you is what I'm trying to figure out. It's not a matter of would I be okay with it. I'm saying, how does it hurt you? I'm talking about I'm saying in a material way. How does it hurt you? What is it doing to you? His name is Matt. His name is what? His name's not Mel, bro. Hold on.
What are you talking about? How does that hurt you?
You mean it hurts your feelings?
Financially and mentally.
How does it hurt you financially?
That baby that you've been raising isn't yours.
You make more money when you hold on. Men who have children, hold on, Mal. Stop. Men who have children make more money than men who don't have children. So the baby yeah.
All right. I know what you're talking about. Like, that's on average, but even if that's true, wait. And here's what I'll be saying about all y'all goofy fake stat reading motherfuckers. Hold on, wait. So you mean to tell me? Hold on, Case Move. So you mean to tell me you have done more studying on paternity fraud than you have on men making more money as fathers, which happens way more often than paternity fraud? I know that's true.
Huh?
I know that's true.
Then why the fuck are you laughing? Why is that funny?
The reason why they make the more money is so they're supposed to raise the children that are theirs.
You don't know why they make more money. You don't. Hold on, wait. So why do men? So you're saying the reason they make more money is because they just went out and made more money? You don't fucking know shit. That's not why they made more money.
Money is because usually when men and women get into a relationship, the man either works more hours.
No.
Wants to provide.
No, neither one of you guys know anything. Hush. Mal, you're not a father, and K Move, you ain't a father either. So y'all need to. I know exactly. You're a child. I'm trying to tell you. You young enough to be my child. Let me educate you. You are a young child to me. Let me educate you. So the reason why you make more money, a reason why I would say the largest contributing factor isn't because you just work more hours. It's because men who have kids get paid more money from the company. They pay you more money. They give you higher positions of power because you have kids, because you have a wife. They like that about you. You've never, because you're young. I don't know if you've ever been on a job where they actually, hold on. I don't know if you've been on a job and actually had your boss tell you the reason why they fuck with you is because you have a family. I have. I'm not saying they said that was the only reason, but that was the thing that they said that they liked about me. They literally said, "Oh, you got a family? I like that about you." That was like early on when me getting hired. They would actually mention that in the hiring process. Like, "Oh, he got kids." I've heard so many managers say out of their own mouth, "Oh, they have a wife and kids. They're more stable. They're more likely to show up to work on time." Stuff like that. So yeah. That is why you get paid more money, not because you work more hours, because married men with children work the same amount of fucking hours. What the fuck is you talking about? They might work less hours. You got to go home to your kids. Unless you're an absentee father. If you're an absentee father, then yeah, maybe you work more hours. But I've been working less and less and less hours the older I got, not more hours. I'm working, the older my kids get, the less hours I work. I've been flipping it in that way. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I want my dad too.
Exactly.
When I was from the ages of around 6 to 12, he worked a pretty like high intense job at the company he was at. after he, stepped away from that position, he worked less hours. Right. But like public. A core reason as to why companies like married men with kids and family men is, you hit him the nail on the head. But the man thinks that the kid,
you saying but is funny. There's no but. That's the reason. There's no but. You can't say that's the reason, but no, that's the reason. I'm right. I know. You know how I know? Because I fucking been there. You know how else how I know? Because I fucking studied it. Because I've read it before. That's what employers say. Like, that is a known thing. That is a poll. When you ask them, they say that. So yes, men get paid more because we have a family, because we have children. We don't get paid more because we work more, because we want to do what K-Move is talking about, which is provide. Because most men don't give a fuck about that. They really don't. Most men don't give a fuck about that.
What men care about providing when it comes to them and their families, if they know that the kids are theirs. You think that a man who once he finds out that he's been betrayed by his wife is going to not have some regret about the just general commitment that he's made to that woman and the kids that are not his?
Yeah. Only Goofy's gonna do that.
Only Goofy's.
Oh my God. So he's basically saying you can waste your time, waste your money. The kid is not yours, and you a goofy if you feel bad.
Listen, if that makes
it's called he's panhandling.
That makes me goofy. I'll be a goofy.
Yeah, I'm a goofy too.
I'm a goofy.
He's a stay-at-home dad.
I want to raise kids.
He's a stay-at-home dad. His wife takes care of everything.
Let me ask something since we having a real conversation. So I actually looked into this, right? So paternity fraud is not a crime, right? So he was right on that. And then when I looked into it and actually read it, she would literally have to come out and say that she misled you to making you believe that this is your child. Okay? Because what happens if I have intercourse with a woman and she had intercourse 2 weeks ago, and then I meet this woman, we had intercourse, right? She assumes that it's my baby. Whatever, right? Did she purposely mislead me? Was there any
maybe
facetious behavior?
Maybe.
You know what I'm saying?
But maybe, but you can't prove it. That's my point. Maybe.
But that's what I'm saying. She has to come out and actually admit that this is what she was doing.
Yeah.
So it would be opinion based. I don't understand why you guys can't hear.
Because they like lying.
I'm not even going to go into it because I don't want to derail the conversation. It's a beautiful conversation. But Mel, can you explain in 10 seconds why you don't like me? Just give me 10. You said you don't like me, so I'm just asking. Can you please explain in 10 seconds why you don't like me?
Oh, cool. Yeah, you like Cynthia G.
Oh, I like Cynthia G.
Yeah, you.
Oh no. I troll men with certain.
I know what this is.
Yeah, hold on. Give me a second. Yeah, so I troll men with Cynthia G's statement since men want to get online and disrespect women. So yes, I will troll you with Cynthia G's certain rhetoric that she said. Yes, I will.
That's why I don't like you. That's why I don't like you.
He's a clown. He can't even say.
I got you. So
I don't like people.
Hold on, wait, y'all. One at a time.
So until then, until y'all shut y'all mouth up about specifically black men, because that's who I be talking about. Until y'all shut y'all mouth up about black women, then I'm gonna keep throwing harmful rhetoric towards us as well. We can be all in this together, like the High School Musical. We all trash together. All right, I'm mute up.
Listen. If you're okay with a woman who said that she thought it was an acceptable thing to say that black boys should be aborted in the womb.
Bro, man, shut up, hold on. Because Anton Daniels, I'm going to repeat what Anton Daniels said, because I'm tired of y'all having smoke for that woman, but you won't have smoke for Anton Daniels. So I'm going to repeat what he said.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, be quiet. Throw out the baby with the bathwater. Get a whole new group of women and start the community over. That is genocide. I'll mute up. Because he didn't say don't throw out the baby with the bathwater. Trying to quote that statement. He said throw out the baby with the bathwater. Get a whole new group of women and start the community over. How the hell do you get a whole new group of women? And then what do you mean by throw out the freaking baby? Do you understand the type of harmful statement that is? Miss me with that nonsense, bro. Y'all on the same page.
Yeah, we understand the expression. We understand the expression. The way he used it was very violent. He used it. It was
means you purposely choose not to engage in.
That's not what they, sir. Hold on.
That's what he was saying.
That's not what he was saying. That's not what he was saying.
When you can't say stop birthing black boys and then expect black men to mess with you.
How do you wait? Can I ask you a question? How do you know when do most ABs take place? When do most abortions take place?
Usually
not where, you dummy. When?
They're before the sex is determined. That's not what she.
Okay, so the vast So the vast majority of abortions take place before you even know the sex. So what the fuck are you talking about? And also, an abortion ain't shit. What the fuck is you talking about? That ain't a person. It's a fetus. Like y'all are so, like y'all are. Why do y'all always get up here acting like y'all care about babies and fetuses and shit? Like I'm sick of it's the same dumbass argument every day. Y'all, it's not a baby. Babies are alive and breathe on their own and eat and sleep and do that. That's not a baby. It's a fucking fetus. So who fucking cares? If that woman don't want to have that fetus in her body for any fucking reason, I don't care what the reason is. That's the craziest thing about it. I wouldn't even ask her why she wants to get rid of it. I don't give a fuck. It has nothing to do with me. That is her body. I don't care if it was my wife. I don't care if it was my mom. I don't give a fuck. It don't matter. That is her body. But you acting like you care about a fetus and not the woman carrying the motherfucker is crazy. The alive human, the person that's here breathing and eating and living and sentient and has a past, a present, and a future, that person you don't give a fuck about. But the fucking fetus, oh, God forbid we get rid of one of them motherfuckers. Who cares? Who cares? I don't give a fuck.
Can I
as long as she want to get rid of it, I don't give a fuck. If you do it against her will, I got a problem, obviously. But outside of that, I don't give a fuck. I don't care if she do it in week 8. I mean, in the 3rd trimester, in week fucking 49. I don't give a fuck. That is her body. Jesus Christ.
That's not something that really occurs. Okay, but I get the point you're trying to say, right? You're fully for bodily autonomy. That's not the thing I was arguing. Saying that black boys should be aborted and that you shouldn't,
because black boys become black men who say terrible and do terrible things to black women. That's the point.
So kill yourself.
That's the point.
Oh my God, bro! Like, have y'all? Like, let's be honest. Have y'all ever did any research on this woman's topic? Whether you agree with it or disagree with it, fam. The point she was making is that there's a pathology with black men as they grow older, they start to become a certain type of way, right? So they'll pull from various different examples, various different studies that we grow up to be trash heaps. A lot of us, and some of you, and you two niggas talking, well, are probably proving her point right now. So, my God, I don't agree with the statement. That's fine. But I understood why she said it. I didn't like it. I don't advocate for it. But at the same time, y'all don't have that type of smoke for them or Anton. You was about to make an excuse for Anton.
He did make an excuse for Anton Daniels.
You made an excuse for Anton Daniels.
Not like black American women. You shouldn't do so.
Wait, time out. She didn't start this.
Why wouldn't wait? Hold on, wait. Hold on. I got a question. Why wouldn't you like American black women though?
I said if you.
I know. I'm saying. I'm just think about that though. If a black man says he doesn't like American black women, why would he have a reason to say that about American black women?
I mean, I would say that a lot of black American men and a lot of black American women are not culturally compatible.
That's not what I asked you. I asked you why. What reason? Again, for the 3rd fucking time. What reason would a black man have to say that he doesn't like a black woman, an American black woman? What reason? That's all I want to know. Why?
Cultural compatibility.
Sir, that's vague. That's all that is a fucking plat. Yes, cultural compatibility. What does it mean? What does it look like? What does it look like? K-Move, you say the dumb. Go ahead, brother.
Watch this. You're married, right?
Yeah.
What's your wife's ethnicity?
Who gives a fuck?
What about mine?
It's irrelevant to our conversation.
No.
I'm trying to figure. Hold on, wait. Hold on.
Don't bring that up. Honestly, that's
It's irrelevant to the conversation. Unless I come up here and I say I don't like black women, then you can ask me that question. But when I'm telling you that that's dumb to say, oh, it's ethnic or whatever the fuck, communal discompatibility. I don't give. That's stupid. Like Jesus Christ, are we? Unless y'all are saying, and here's what I.
men are not going to engage in this.
Huh?
It's for a specific type of black man. If you're a specific type of black man who does not like certain
Again, sir, you can't get around what I'm asking you. You can't get around what I'm asking you. What reason?
My mom's not white.
What? Hold on. I don't care about that. I don't care. What reason would a black man have to not like a black woman? That's all I want to know. Black women in general, not a black woman. Black women in general. Give me the reason.
I think black women in general. If you're saying black women in general,
Mm-hmm.
then that would be probably colorism.
That's what.
But if you're talking about like black American women who have a specific
Black American women, yes. What reason do black American men have to dislike black American women? Give me the reason, sir. No. I need him to answer that question. I just want you to give me.
Let me ask a question, because anytime Daniel said throw out the baby with the bathwater, get a whole new group of women and start the community over. Okay, so let's listen to the statement. Throw out the baby with the bathwater, get a whole new group of women. That's saying get rid of black women in general. Why the heck would a black man get what?
I don't. No. Wait. I'm sorry. I think we move beyond that though. That's what I want Mal to tell us. What reason do, again, this is like the 7th time you haven't answered it yet. What reason do black men have to not like black women? The black men you're describing, not black men in general. Any black man, you choose them out of a lineup, right? And you say, hey, black man, do you like black women? And he goes, nope, I don't like black women. I think we should throw the baby out with the bathwater, like Anton Daniel says, and get a whole new batch of women. And you go, okay, I understand that. What the fuck do you understand? That's what I'm asking you.
Easy work.
That's what I'm trying to find out. What are you saying? What? Where is it? Give me the fucking reason. Not a platitude. Give me the reason.
I'll give you the reason. Why would particular types of black men who believe in certain things want to get with black women?
So you're asking me a question when I asked you a question? Answer the question. You're not. You're asking a question. That's vague. In what ways are we not culturally compatible? Because they can read and we can't.
A lot of black women are generally more matriarchally oriented.
What does that mean? Why is that negative?
They believe. All right, I'll explain.
Jesus Christ.
We're going to say
his name is Mal.
A lot of black women believe that men and men in general should not play certain roles in a community and within a household. A lot of black men disagree with that.
Okay, what roles?
A lot of black men, especially a lot of the Christian ones, such as Anton Daniels, believe that a man should be the spiritual head of the household. A lot of them believe that.
Hold on, black women. Hold on, wait. This is about black women, not black men. So you're saying black women don't want black men to hold certain roles in a household? First of all, I need you can't substantiate that claim, so I'm not going to even ask you to do it. But what roles? Be specific. What roles are you talking about? Are you not seeing how you don't know what the fuck you're talking about? I just want you to know. If you ask me a question, it would not take me this long to answer it. I swear to God. I would answer that motherfucker like that. I'm not vague when I give answers like that. That is a vague that means nothing. Cultural compatibility means nothing. Literally means nothing. I don't know what the fuck it means. Cultural compatibility. What? I like fucking beans and she likes noodles? What the fuck are you talking about? She dances to salsa and I dance to fucking merengue?
Compatibility would be like you believing that abortion should be legal at freaking 8 months and me not believe that. That's an example of
that's not cultural. We don't believe that as a culture though. The fuck are you talking about?
Example of me to you.
That wouldn't be cultural though. But so give me an example. This motherfucker. Hey man, are you okay? Are you okay? Because I'm like, this is crazy. What are you talking about? Give me the example. Specifically, give me the example. What reason does an American black man have to dislike American black women in general? What reason? That's all I want to know. Again, this should be really easy.
Oh my days. All right. In general, an average American black man doesn't dislike an average American black woman.
Oh my God. All right, never mind. We done. This motherfucker.
All right, I'm gonna say because they don't give peace. That's just what it is.
So you just
And
so
they
you
argue just like how you
but you
argue
gave a
right
worse,
now.
but you gave a
It's
worse
just a
answer
bill
than
that
him.
and we don't want to chase a bill.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hold on. K-Move. You just gave a worse answer than him. They don't bring us peace. You mean because now you're right. Like you're right. I do argue like a woman. You're right. And I love that about myself because I don't let stupid niggas say stupid shit to me and think they just gonna pass it over like it ain't gonna never go over on me. So you're right. You're right. I'm with that. I learned it from a woman. I learned how to not let dumb niggas say stupid shit to me and just get over. I learned it from my mama. My mama don't let that shit slide. She always tell me, don't let nobody be disrespecting you, talking to you like you dumb, saying stupid shit to you. And guess what? Here I am. You're right. I learned that from my mama. Thank God my mama taught me not to let dumb niggas say stupid shit to me. Thank God.
Y'all dudes be talking about a woman being your piece. Bro,
I didn't say that.
You say not you, man, not you, fam. Okay, y'all. I'm saying when I say y'all dudes, don't take it personally. A lot of men, I'll put it like that, always talk about a woman bringing them peace. Y'all don't even be at peace in your own right.
they be demons.
You bitter, you broke, but then a woman has to come in and save you. And a black woman is not your, or a woman in general is not your superhero, nigga. Save yourself.
Hey,
your own peace.
And they be out there talking about they fighting demons. Shannon, they be out there talking about they fighting demons. Whole time they the demons.
Somebody peaceful, and that's at peace like us.
You're not black men are not at peace.
Y'all not peaceful.
Speak for all black.
Wait. Why would it? I ain't gonna even hold you on some real shit. Real quick, I'm gonna let you go, BPG. Why in the fuck would a black man ever be at peace in this country? You be at peace?
Yes.
I don't never be at peace. My soul is always disturbed in this country. Always. I'm never comfortable. You comfortable in America as a black man?
Comfortable. I'm not comfortable anywhere, but I'm at peace.
Nigga. That's what it means. What the
got
fuck?
Different definitions of peace. I think you got some peace.
What?
I think you do. Like that's fine.
All right. Go ahead, BPG. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I gotta read some things. Cherry said that nigga that sound like two on a nigga that sound like Morty. I think that's on Mal. Damn. Teresa said paternity fraud is used to get child support. Why would black women commit child support for an extra value meal? He got this quote unquote stat from a blog drop. Damn, that's 7 on that boy head. Aquari said, if your daddy vibes cartel, just say that. 2 on you. 2 on my you. That's 9. Teresa said, Texas A&M Law Review says, P-fraud is moral panic drop. Oh, shit. That's 11. Aquari said, can't move, stop smoking them bogeys. Okay, move. They said, can't move, stop smoking them bogeys. Teresa said, Mal means sick. Damn. If black women weren't matriarchal more, black men would be homeless. That's facts. Black men's desire for dominant masculinity is dangerous. Drop him. They can't lead or read. Jesus Christ. Damn, that's 17.
Hold on. What does them as a general have to do with a specific set of black men who can do that?
Who can do what?
Ignore the ones who can't read, ignore the ones who are broke, ignore the ones who are desperate. What about certain black men who are in the position to offer like what white men and other men offer, like in a general patriarchal?
They like them.
What about those men?
They like them. They're in relationships. They married. They happy.
Okay. And are a lot of them are more of them than not in relationships with women who they are culturally compatible with, who they have a lot.
Bro, black men and black women are culturally compatible. You're not making sense. It's not all, nigga. Do you know what general means?
understand what you're talking
Okay,
about.
so generally, black people are culturally compatible. Generally. So stop saying that black men and black women are. You might not be culturally compatible. You sound like you might not be culturally compatible with black people. I can see that about you. But black people are culturally, black men and black women are generally culturally compatible.
Black American woman, I'm not.
You're not culturally compatible. If you're not culturally compatible with black people. Black men, black women don't matter.
I'm compatible with the men. I have no issue with that.
I bet you are. But I don't mean in that way.
What?
I'm saying
Man,
Why is everything
just like he gonna shave you and try to get that. I bet you like black men.
oh my God.
No, like for real. Like you be talking like all this, like anti-homophobia and this and that. When sometimes guys who you disagree with, you say something,
who I think might be DL because of the way that they move.
Like,
you can say you not. Why would a DL nigga say I'm fucking DL, nigga? I'm just saying. I don't think. Hold on. Wait. I don't think you're. Hold on. I don't think you're. Hold on, Mal. I don't think you're gay. That's different. I don't think you're gay. Gay men are. They have it. They have it. They're not DL. They're just gay. Even if they're in the closet, they're not with a woman. They're just gay, right? They may not be telling everybody. May not have come out, but they're gay, right? That's fine. DL men are different. They're abusive, and DL men typically what they do is they act like they hate, not act like it. They do hate women because they hate themselves. So they come out and they say the weirdest, oddest shit about women, like you're doing, and come to find out whole time it was like, oh, he loved men. So what the fuck? That's not being homophobic, nigga. Stop moving like a DL man, and I'll stop thinking it. Yo, bad.
The whole thing with DL men is like I find it to be interesting that black women in general will call certain men DL. They've had a long history of, sleeping with men who are genuinely queer. And then like this like general queer panic around certain guys who they disagree with. It's just always weird. It's always weird.
It's not weird. It's common. It's not weird. It's actually common. That's what I'm saying. Like tons of DL men, they present the way that they move. They don't move through the world being very understanding of women, right? They don't move in the world like that. They usually move. They are very combative towards women. They're very abusive towards the women they're in relationships with. I'm not saying, sir, I can only go off of the things that you're saying right now, and the things you're saying right now makes me think that you should be on a watch list.
Nigga, all right, public, no offense. You said that you are a goofy if you have issue raising another man's kid.
Yeah.
Come out. You know what's funnier though? You know what's funnier than that? It's that even with your disdain for public, every point that he's made, you blamed on black women. Well, let me talk because I painfully listened the entire time. And when he talked about the men possibly being DL, verbatim, you and the other guy said, well, that's that black woman thing. Black women love accusing black men of being DL, even though it was a black man that said it.
They so did.
It was a black man that said it. The entire conversation that has been being had has been between black men, and somehow black women are still the ones being held to the fire. Obsessed. Real bad. Because even as public was talking, and I'm listening to the conversation, and the boys are going, well, those black women, those especially American black women, those black women, the black women, all those black, and not one black woman in this live
said anything, nothing
at all referencing that at all whatsoever. The entire time. Also, the word is specific. That was bothering me.
I caught that too.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I let it go. BBG, I let that shit go, but it was irking me. I let it go though. I was like, I'm gonna let that one slide. It's late.
I was gonna let you roll. But
I'm glad you did, because I almost said something. I said I'm gonna let that one go. That's cool.
But it proves
shows how much, especially like this weird black women are what was it black women are prone to matriarchal.
You're just making up stuff. You were just saying stuff.
Like they were words and they made sense separately, but when you put them together, they don't mean anything. It's
Nothing.
You know, it's like a math equation. Like they start to cancel each other out once you just slam them all together. And I think that that's the odd part. Like y'all have really, really big conversations about really big concepts with really small minds. And I think that it makes it very hard to understand how these things work because Black women and Black culture in general is not matriarchal. Stop saying that. Stop saying because you had a single mother that means that your household is matriarchal. That's not what that means. But this is also what I mean by not being able to understand because you don't read enough. When you read a book and they say things like they, them, you, he, him, whatever, they're not specifically referencing you. I'm not specifically referencing you. You are defending people who don't need defense.
She's actually talking about the men that you're talking about that think that the women are matriarchal and all that shit. So it would actually pertain to them, not you.
The men and the women are.
And honestly, let it pertain to you.
It probably does pertain to him, but yeah.
Let it pertain to you. Let your feelings be hurt. That's fine because that's not what. It's still not what that means. It's still you not having a common understanding of how these things work. Because when you talk about matriarchal societies, or even what I think y'all be trying to say is matrilineal society.
Yeah, that's what they be meaning. Yeah.
The family, where you're tracing the familial line
through the mother,
because of the fact that you don't have the information for the father,
or the father left,
for a whole lot of reasons.
Yep.
You're confusing those two concepts, but also still not being able to understand that a matriarchal society still looks like women predominantly holding power, and it still isn't a mimic of patriarchal society. Like it's not a mirror of patriarchal society. But because you
hold on, sir.
Grasp that, it makes it very hard to formulate your sentences because you're trying to debate a concept that you don't get. And I think that it's okay to not get it, but just blatantly like lying and throwing Black women under the bus because you got an issue with another Black man is weird.
No, hold on, wait. BBG, I gotta say something. He has an issue with Black women, though. He said it.
Real bad.
He has an issue with Black women. He may have an issue with me. He may have an issue with Shannon, but he loves Black men. Let him tell it.
Men.
Yeah,
sure. He's compatible with the men.
He's compatible with the men. But he
still got an issue with Black men. Still believes, still has this concept in his head that there is like this lurking Black woman in the shadows who is looking to lie on him about a child and, you know, siphon money from him and control him and boss him around. And that somehow if he seeks this out in some other place, that he will be able to find a woman who's less successful, less educated, and less aggressive. And that will mean that he will have happiness forevermore, except it's not. And then on top of that, it's fake. When you insist on trying to find women who are quote unquote beneath you in that social hierarchical ladder, and you're trying to find women who, you know, make you feel like you tall because they own their knees, you're not actually tall. And I think that that's the problem. Black women, honestly, I love the fact that it's an ongoing joke, for one, because I kind of did it. That Black women, when they get bored, they go to school because of the fact that like our minds are almost, there's something that's happening socially where we are wired to be like, okay, I want to do a new thing. I want to learn a new thing. I want to be a new thing.
I think I know why Black women doing that too. I think I actually kind of get, you can tell me if I'm wrong.
Because I don't get it.
This is my theory. Because if for the first time in American history, Black women are not burdened by families and children and unruly niggas.
Yeah.
And they got a bunch of energy. It's like some epigenetic shit. Like they got a bunch of energy because that's what they've been doing fucking from generation over generation over generation over generation. They just been always doing shit forever, just taking care. And then now it's like, oh, we ain't got nobody to take care of. Well, shit. And they not self-destructive. You know what I'm saying? So they like, well, shit, I might as well go to school. I'm gonna do.
You know what though? Because maybe you're onto something. There has been, and men like to say that this is feminism, and maybe it is, but I think that it's just intelligence in general. we've talked about this before, how when girls are in the kitchen with their grandmothers and great grandmothers, especially like millennial girls, and I'll say, you know, up Gen X girl, whatever. But when we were kids and we were in kitchens, the older women and the aunties were telling us consistently, hey, don't be focused on them boys, getting them books, make sure you go to school, make sure you have your own, because you can never, ever, ever think that, you know, even if you got a good man, don't make the assumption that you can depend on him for the rest of your life, because there are too many women who have found out the hard way that they don't have an education, they don't have a career, and once he decides that he wants to discard you, he can, because you don't have a way to take care of yourself. Always make sure you have a way to take care of yourself. And while girls were in the kitchen having that conversation, the boys were in the den with the dads watching football, but there was no conversation happening. There was no, you know, this is how you advance yourself, son. This is how you do this. It was them telling them, make sure that you find you a good woman to help clean, cook your house. Like, it's been the same I can't remember what book it was I read, but it's been the same conversation for men quite literally for centuries. You find a woman, you use her for resources. Whereas for girls, it's been taught to them consistently, you create the resources. Like, you, whatever you got to do, you create the resources for yourself, so that even if you need to fall back on that, you do.
You can do it.
And the boy's plan has always been fall back on her.
Yep.
And if that one don't work, you find another one to fall back on, which is literally what he just said. If you can't fall back on the black woman in America, you go someplace else. He said in the comments, you go to Brazil, you find a woman to fall back on there. If that don't work, you don't want to listen, and she doesn't heed to your advice or your leadership, you go someplace where they don't know that you're a bad leader. You go somewhere else. You find another woman that might fall for it. It's a continuous cycle.
Being a 22-year-old passport bro is funny.
I'm not going to Brazil to be a passport.
I don't care if you go to Brazil, but being a 22-year-old passport.
Do you mean pathetic?
Yeah. I mean, it's like I'm laughing at you. Like, ha.
We weren't saying that you was going to Brazil to do that. We were saying you was going to Brazil to find a hostage.
I'm visiting my family.
I don't care.
I'm visiting my family, so I'm going there.
I don't know nothing about. I don't care where you're going. You are a passport. You. All right, whatever. Jay Lovely said. Black men will. Hold on. Let me put this on the big board. Hold on. Wait. They said they're looking for a mommy and black women aren't going for it. That's what it seemed like. That's what they be talking about, your peace and shit. Jay Lovely said black men will just destroy the other race of communities if they leave black women alone. They rarely marry other races. We'll just make them baby mamas as well. That's definitely a known thing.
Jay Lovely, hey, babe.
They said, mind you, black men say that they're leaders. I gotta disagree with black men being leaders.
Wouldn't that kind of be an example of what I was talking about?
No. Cry said every time Mal opens his mouth, I think of that Slick Rick song. The kid pulled out a gun. He said, "Why'd you hit me? Why'd you hit me?" The barrel aimed straight for the cop's kidney. Damn, that was great. Tanigel said, one for the dummy in the cowgirl hat. Go ahead, Shan.
Yeah, I came up here to clock what BPG already clocked. Of course, she beat me to it. But yeah, the obsession with the group of people that you claim you are, like, you find so undesirable and nobody wants and blah, blah, blah. But you can't keep black women out of your mouth for 2 seconds. So imagine trying to convince us all that nobody wants them and they're so undesirable and I'm not compatible with them. But even in talking to a black man, everything he says to you gets turned back into you wanting to talk about black women. We can't tell that you don't like us. Well, we can tell that you don't like us, but we can't tell that we don't live in your mind rent free. We can't tell that you don't have a weird, sick obsession.
He don't like y'all, but he wants y'all.
Exactly. Like, you have a very weird, sick obsession. And at this point, if I wish what you were saying were actually true, I wish that you would just go find somebody else and leave black women the fuck alone. Yep. But you can't, because that's not what obsession looks like. So you'll tell everybody, oh, go find a Brazilian, go find whoever the fuck. But you will continuously talk about and drag and bash who? Black women. Because you can't get enough.
Hey, and I ain't gonna even hold you. I see why black women don't like you. Like that's just I see it. Like your PFP alone. Now you about to lie and say they fuck with you? Please tell me right now you about to lie and say black women fuck with you. Cause
No, remember, he don't culturally agree.
He's not on the culture. He culturally disagrees with us. That's the.
I don't really care that much. Like this whole like it's a catch-22 because if I say, oh, I get women, like that's kind of corny. If
I didn't say you get women. I don't know what women you get. I didn't say you don't get women. I said black women don't fuck with you.
I'm not honestly. I'm not trying to talk about Gal. I'm not trying to talk about that right now. All right.
I'm good with that. You know what? And I'm sorry. In all honesty, I hate that the conversation devolved into that because I don't. Y'all do that shit every time. Y'all start talking about black women, and we got to have a conversation about black women because y'all can't fucking keep them out y'all mouths and not in a good way. And here we are. Like
And the reason, hold on, I want to say real quick, the reason he do that ain't for our benefit if we being honest. It's for y'all's. Because if we want to start talking about black men, when y'all want to specify and start making it when we having these general conversations about men and women and y'all want to pinpoint black women, okay, well let's talk about you niggas then.
That's who I want to talk about. I ain't gonna even hold you. I want to talk about men.
I ain't talking about men in general. I'm saying
I know black men, yeah.
Black men.
Yeah, we can talk about black men if you want to. I'm with that too. I'm with that. Well, I did actually. I was talking about black men, but
I think a lot of the points that like black women make about certain a lot of black men, they're not wrong. They're not lying.
I haven't heard a black woman tell a lie about a black man. Like black women don't lie on black men ever. Everything they say in general, I've said this many a time. Everything that I've heard women say about men as a collective has been true about men. Like I haven't found one thing that I've heard. Like I'm not saying like Tazzy ain't said something that I disagree. You know what I'm saying? Or Shan ain't said. I'm not saying that. I'm saying
I see what you're saying.
Like a group, like many, like I've heard this over time. I haven't heard one thing that black women have said about black men that wasn't true. Outside of, in all honesty, the only thing black women be doing, they be giving us grace, and I be like, oh, I disagree with that. I wouldn't give these niggas no grace.
Can I say one thing about black men?
Mm-hmm. Please.
I think the one crucial weakness of black men compared to other groups of men is that they don't know how to work well with one another.
That black men don't know how to work well with other black men?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think black men know how to work well with.
You don't hear that phone ringing from the kitchen?
Right. It's in the house.
Yeah, I can have there are conversations about black men I'm comfortable having. Like I'm not one of these guys who's like
yes, you are. Yes, you are. I can name 3 black women that disagree with whatever you're not one of. Yes, you are. I can name at least 3 black women that disagree with what you're saying, sir.
Right now.
That certain black men,
and 4 of them in this life.
That black men, in a general sense, they struggle working together in community compared to other groups of men.
You think that's their biggest problem?
That's one of the major problems. Yeah,
I think our biggest problem is we can't work well with black women.
That's it.
I think that's our problem.
No, with all due respect.
No.
I think the issues.
No. What you need to work with a man for? I'm just out of curiosity. I'm curious. I'm curious. Out of curiosity, what do you need to work with another black man for? Like I'm saying, like in your day to day, like for what?
In terms of just general,
in general, what is most likely to be the case? You would need to work with a black woman. Hold on. What is most likely to be the case? You would need to work with a black woman or a black man. In what way? In what capacity?
Depends on what industry you're in, for one. And then if
you're industry,
he is talking about a job.
This nigga, hey man, this is what I'm talking. You cannot talk to. You can't talk to these niggas.
You are aware that your community revolves around.
You cannot talk to these niggas, man. They are not real people.
You know what? Go clock in. Go clock in here.
You said what industry? Boy, get your ass out of here.
You're right. Show up on time every day, okay?
If you don't get your ass out of here, what industry? I said again.
Working at the white man's job. You don't even know what I do for work.
I don't give a fuck what you do for work.
Why do you always think somebody is talking about you specifically? Did you hear that word?
Specifically.
Why do you always think it's directly only you when someone says anything? Like the fact that you can't even comprehend that we're having a general. So every time I'm making a general statement, you want me to start with, "Hey, general statement," just so you don't get offended? Like, come on.
What industry you work in?
Where's the intelligence that you speak of?
Ain't you 22?
22 who's gonna have a job, man? Come on.
A job, yeah, but like acting like you. All right, you went. What school did you go to? What college did you go to?
I'm at Worcester State.
So you're not in no industry. You just got a job, nigga.
Yeah, like that's something that can happen though.
Just.
Oh,
even at level, man.
Like just general networking and other things.
You're still in college. You ain't in no damn. You in the food service industry?
No.
The janitorial industry.
Hey,
okay, that's
BPG.
my point. You're in school. You don't have a career yet, probably.
I know I don't. No,
BPG.
That was the point. So why are you arguing against it?
But I'm saying black men. Like I'm more so talking about the ones who are much older than myself. That's something.
You don't know them, man.
He talking about me, and I'm telling this nigga I don't work with no black men. I'm telling this nigga. He talking about me. I'm telling him I don't need to work with no niggas. What are you talking about?
If you get the chance to graduate, you will go to. Hopefully, you will go to one of those alumni balls, dinners, whatever. And I guarantee you, as time goes on, you will see less and less and less of them dudes. As you get to the point of graduating, you didn't go to orientation, baby. When the first thing they tell you when you go to your left, look to your right. Look to your left and look to your right. And in 30 days, they won't be there anymore. One of y'all ain't gonna be here in 30 days. And all the boys that wasn't there no more. And then they tell you one of y'all not gonna graduate. Flat out. That's any freshman orientation. That is any freshman orientation.
Damn. Hey, they up the auntie teaching you something.
Let's transition to another thing. I think black men.
I'm with it.
Should work on
transition to what?
No, I'm with it. I do want to transition to something else because.
When can I speak? Come on.
Go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
Let me speak. Come on. I think when it comes to certain music, and then when it also comes to general, how do I put it? When it comes to certain music and general cultural trends, I think black men need to really get a grip of things.
Shout out to me for about to waste our time.
What you say?
Shout out to me for knowing that you were about to waste about how do I put
music
it?
is
Put it
music
down.
is
Put it
one of the boys.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
when y'all, what I just learned something right now. When you listening to these type of niggas, breathe through your nose and breathe out your mouth.
Please.
That shit help you. No, some real shit. I was getting anxiety and I started to do it and that shit calmed me down. I didn't people be telling me to do that shit. You be like, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I actually did it right now. Now I'm like, nah, that shit works.
Brain games so I can like balance out the cells I'm losing.
Those blacks. I listen to rap. I listen to rap in all different times. There has
nobody say anything about rap. What the fuck are you talking
He
about?
listens to rap, y'all. He listens to rap.
It's the fact that if you are an adult, you are allowing
Tazzy, that's a boy. That's a child. That nigga 22. That's a child.
I'm talking about boys here, not really adult men.
That is a boy.
But also, this is what I mean.
Yeah, he's a boy.
Finish the classes first, and then we'll pin a tag in it and come back to it. Because you also don't know how music is influencing your mind. And I love the fact that my husband is a musician. He hear me talking, so he probably will be here momentarily. But y'all don't even be knowing what kind of music influences you, either negatively or positively. You can only segment these things based on how white supremacy.
What's this guy's name? Maltreese.
Oh, hold on.
Okay, explain what you were about to say.
Wait a minute. BPG was literally talking. I don't know if she can hear you though. But go ahead, finish BPG. I'm sorry. That was crazy.
But y'all don't even understand like the concept of being influenced either way, even when it comes to music. And I actually had a conversation with my husband about this. I don't even know when, but he was talking about the influences of like jazz music, the influences of classical music, and how that music is structured in a way that it is. I don't want to say it's making you feel a certain way, but it is essentially it drives your mood, one way or the other. And a lot of people think that because music is a specific genre, then that means that you associate it with that. So that just means what it's associated. You assume that's what it's associated with, and that's not what it is.
Hey, you be listening to the street dealers and drug dealers and the killers? That's the rap you be listening to?
Me personally, no, I don't listen to it.
Oh, okay.
Because I understand.
J. Cole. You like J. Cole? Huh? You seem like a J. Cole man.
I mean, more Kendrick Drake, if I'm being honest. But
I know Drake for sure.
Yeah. You listen to rap? No, hold on. He just said he don't listen to rap.
No. He said he does. He said he does.
I said I don't listen to a particular type.
Yeah. He said I listen to rap.
Real rap. Rap. I'm talking about a specific genre.
You are aware that a lot of things can be held within the elements. A lot of things can be held within the instruments. It doesn't matter if it's hard rap or whatever you want to call it. People like to speak on music that don't really understand music. That's true.
Now.
Do you know about the Bloodhound?
Here's the thing. I can play a string of notes on a piano that can either uplift your spirit or I can make you have goosebumps in the worst way.
What you call him? Bloodhound Jeff?
Look up like that. Like I'm talking about like a specific genre. I'm not talking about like I think you guys are confusing like different types of art.
Hey, I'm trying to figure out how the fuck we got we so far off topic. I don't give a fuck about your musical preference. I ain't gonna hold you. Not that interested.
I was giving examples of things that black men can improve upon because I got something black men need to improve.
I got something black men need to improve upon. Reading comprehension. Goddamn. Stop being so violent. Listening. Active listening.
Wouldn't my thing about them being able to work together better?
No, don't try to take my shit.
Speech cobbler.
Wouldn't that include that?
Nah. Stop trying to take my shit and flip it into your goofy ass shit. No, we not on the same page, brother.
Less men engaging in violent activity.
Nah, bro. Whatever you talking about. I want men. The thing black men need to do is black men.
Let me ask them this. So why back when Temptations was going on and Sam Cooke and them, why would they shoot each other up if that's the case? And they was sitting on the dock of the bay.
Hey, my daddy. Hey, I just want you to know, my daddy was moving weight listening to the fucking whispers.
David Ruffin was going upside Tammy Terrell here and singing "My Girl."
My girl. Boom, 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 boom.
He loved
I got sunshine. That nigga go home and I jammies.
His son's arms. So what are we saying?
On a cloudy day. But he looked like he did. But you can look, hold on. But if you look, I just watched the Temptation video last night. If you look at David Ruffin, everything they say that man did, I believe it. Like Bobby Brown, like David Ruffin, I don't know. David Ruffin gotta be Bobby Brown uncle, or maybe they the same nigga to me.
You can't tell me that Turner did not all about it.
Everything they say I did, I believe it. Before I'm talking about when I was young. They said I did it. I was like, oh, that nigga look like, you can just tell them niggas look evil.
He looked like it.
They just look like they did it, dude. Like I'm like, I seen David Ruffin when I was a kid. I was like, that nigga. Ugh. Now Al Green a little smoother. I ain't gonna lie. Al Green a little prettier. Al Green got a little. No, I know. No, I know. I'm saying, but he don't look like it though. I know he did, but he don't look like it though. But he don't.
Look like a gremlin. What was his name?
James Brown looked like he did everything they said he did. Absolutely.
Can I say something real quick?
Go ahead.
All right. I think we should agree on at least 3 things we have in
common. Oh shit! Y'all always trying to find common ground. We do not. All right, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
I think some of these are pretty basic principles.
All right, go ahead.
One, and this is just pertaining to black men. I'm not going to talk about black men. I don't think I should do it.
Please leave us out of it.
Please leave them out of it. Please. All right, I'm breathing. Go ahead. I'm listening.
One, the way in which black men communicate with and to and about one another should be improved. Do you agree or no?
Yeah.
That's for you, baby.
Sure.
I think this is a general.
He talking about it. Hold on, you about to tell me 3 things you need to improve? Go ahead, I'm listening. Go ahead, we listening.
I'm trying to find common.
Okay, I'm listening though. Okay, go ahead. We need to drink more water. That's number 2. I'm with that.
That's number 2.
We need to drink more water. That ain't number 2. What else was you gonna say? Go ahead, I'm listening.
I'm good, man. I think that there's nothing more to say. I think fundamentally, when you said that a man is a sissy, if he takes issue with raising,
I never used the word sissy.
What did you say?
I don't even say the word sissy.
What did you say?
I don't know. I think I said he was a goofy. Yeah. I said he was a goofy. Yeah.
You said he was a goofy.
Yeah. You mad about that? You mad because I'm a fucking fully grown adult man. And if I found out today that my sons were my sons, biologically, that they would still be my sons and I would adopt them and just keep taking care of them because I've been with them the whole fucking time.
Would you divorce your wife?
Probably.
So you would.
Ain't guaranteed. Probably.
You would be mad, right?
Yeah, I'll be hurt. I'll be mad and hurt. Absolutely.
That's the only point I was trying to say. I never said.
Hold on.
That wasn't the point you was trying to say.
That wasn't the point you were trying to make. Let's go back to the point you just brought up. You said y'all was laughing at me because I said I would still raise my sons even if I found out they weren't biologically my sons. I said niggas who don't do that. Hold on. Why are you talking while I'm talking? We don't even know what the fuck is going on. Jesus Christ. I'm saying I would raise my sons whether or not they were mine biologically. Because guess what? They only know me. Like, what the fuck? Because they my kids. Whether they were my blood or not, they're my kids. Last time I checked. So it don't matter. Yeah, I'll be hurt by my wife. Yep, I'll be upset. Yep, I would probably divorce her. Absolutely. Absolutely. But would I continue to raise my sons? Yep, I'll pay child support. I would come to all the games. I would get them every other week. Like, yeah. Like, what are we talking about? And I think men who walk away from kids because they found out that the kid isn't biologically theirs are fucking goofy. You disagree with that? That's the problem with black men. That's something we should agree on, that black men need to stop being so goddamn self-centered and prideful and start actually doing the thing that they say that they do, which is be a part, pillar of the community. Actually fucking raise these kids, nigga. Like, goddamn. You ain't got no kids, Tommy.
Yeah, exactly. So until then, I'm not going to take on certain responsibilities regarding.
Why are you centering your goddamn self?
I don't think men.
Now, I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I don't hate to be the bearer of bad news. I'm happy. Keo said for his dehydrated self, get him on up out of here, man. God damn, man. We did it, Joe.
Dang, I really wanted to tell him how my dad is not my biological dad, and he's on my birth certificate, and he knew I wasn't his, and he didn't care. He still raised me.
Real niggas don't care.
And I wanted to say what I wanted to say was the reason why that's hard to process is because men cannot fathom the idea of just loving a child. They cannot.
Say it again, BPG, please.
They cannot fathom just loving a child. They only associate the child
with the fucking possession,
with the mother. So when they own the mother, they own the child. But once they disown, and I'm using this intentionally, when they disown the mother, they disown the child. So I wanted to tell him that before he left, and he's still here. So
he in there. You can tell him, yeah.
You will not be a better father to kids that are yours because you still only associate the love you have with the kids with the love that you have with the mother. Because honestly, if I had found out right now, because you notice men never bring this part up, the amount of kids who get switched at birth at a hospital. If you have never heard a woman say, if I found out that my baby was switched at birth at the hospital, and I'm just going to discard the child that I had been raising for however many years. You would never hear a woman say, oh, well, yeah, I took that child from the hospital, but I can't connect with it no more. She got to go because it feels like it's a stranger in my house. That's another woman's child. No, because she has bonded with that child. She's nurtured that child. And now, yes, she probably still will want to know.
Yeah, what happened to her biological kid. Yeah.
But absolutely. Now she got 2 kids instead of 1.
Yep. Now she just got 2 babies. That's how that worked. Like, that's what I'm
glad that you answered honestly, because yes, it does make sense. If the woman lies, and I'm sorry, it pisses me off so bad. If the woman lied to you and she said that this was your kid, and you get pissed off and you never speak to that lady again, if every time you go and get those kids, you look at her and you go, where the bag at? And you walk out with the bag and the kid, and that's it. Mm-hmm. That's fine.
Yep.
Nobody is going to argue that, because at the end of the day, she did still lie to you, and she did.
Absolutely.
Especially if she knew, she still deceived you. Okay, nobody's going to argue with that. However, what does the kid have to do with that?
That's what I've been looking around for that. I'm like, what the fuck do babies do? They've been here with me all they know is me. All I know is I don't know nothing else. Like, y'all just, like, my thing is, though, here's what I be wondering on some real shit, y'all. Maybe y'all can answer this. How do y'all just disconnect from the kids like that? How do you do it? That's what I want to know. How do you do it? How do you do it and survive it mentally and emotionally? How do you do that?
Most men don't like children to begin with.
That's true.
Kind of trick themselves into believing that they like children, because I had this question from my friend whose ex-wife, who wasn't from the US, she's from Australia. When they divorced, she took their son with him, and he said that upset him. And I was like, well, why didn't you petition for custody? Why didn't you let her leave? And then he got even more mad when he found out, even though she wasn't in the US, she could still put him on child support. He was in Australia, and that really made him mad. You know, the fact that he didn't have access to his kid.
It was insult to injury at that point. Yeah.
Yeah. And I asked him, I was like, why didn't you fight? Why didn't you go to the court? And he's like, at the time, I was just so upset with her. Like, because in the beginning, he admitted to me that he didn't want kids when they were married, and she ended up getting pregnant, and he went along with it.
You mean he was skeeting inside that woman, so he can't say he didn't want kids. I don't be knowing how I don't know how them two things can exist at the same time. You skeeting inside this woman regularly, but you didn't want kids. Not that much. You did not want them that bad, nigga.
They honestly, he wasn't trying that hard not to have
it. Yeah, he wasn't trying that goddamn hard, because what?
But when he had his child, and then when she separated, and then she left, you know, he just let it be. He didn't try to fight for that child, but he did want to low-key complain about it.
Yeah, of course. Tonight just said, you could tell by the edge up. They said Mal edge up was wicked. Damn, hold on. God damn, y'all. I got all these. All right, I gotta go back. I gotta read these real quick. Go ahead. I'm listening. Damn, that was crazy.
That cowboy hat kind of gave it away, if I'm honest with you.
I didn't like it at all. I didn't like that. Wasn't a cute hat. I like cowboy hats. You know what I'm saying? You can rock it.
Definitely.
They didn't do it.
Chicks from visiting Florida to wear.
Yeah, that shit look funny.
That's a vacation hat.
That's that hat that nigga. That's that hat that nigga tried to wear in what's that show called? Love at First Sight, or no? What's the one on Netflix where they?
Oh, I was gonna say 90.
It's Love Is Blind. That's that hat that nigga from Love Is Blind was trying to buy on that island when they went on their honeymoon, and the lady was like, nah. She was like, don't get that. She was mad he bought that shit.
I'm a few seasons behind on Love Is Blind because I canceled Netflix like over a year ago. So
you canceled Netflix?
Hell yeah, I canceled Netflix with their price hikes.
Oh, okay. I don't even know how much they charge. I thought that was like $15 or something.
No, it's gone up, especially if you want to stream on more than one TV. They make you pay extra. Damn.
Don't have me. You got to have me looking at my fucking net. I don't even know how much. I ain't pay. I don't know. I don't know how much. I don't even know how much that shit costs, man. Them niggas could be charging me $83 a month. I would not have no idea. I have no clue. I got multiple accounts.
You know, Disney owns almost every app now.
They do. Stephanie said, specifically on Mal. Hold on. Damn. The goddamn things with the apps wasn't the cash apps wasn't cash app and shit wasn't coming through, man. Specifically on Mal. Whatever. It'll pop up in a second. I got it. Look at this shit. Oh wow. This shit's frozen. That was crazy.
I think it's time for a new iPad.
I barely use this motherfucker. Tonight said, hat is giving corn industry. You wish. Ali said, work with the other men and put the fries in a motherfucking bag. Oh man, they said Stephanie said, Ma, use a dummy, bitch.
I was a little bit confused because I came in kind of late. Why is he bringing up Brazil?
Because he want to be passport bro. Vaughn said, how the fuck you care about the community but won't even see about the children in said community? You're a fraud. That's facts. That's the first place you start is with the kids. Literally. In your own house. Matter of fact, let me take it back. The first place you start is with the babies in your own house. Hey, Mal, they dropped you, bro. If I don't know if you see, they paid $50 to drop you. I didn't drop you on my own. I mean, I dropped you, but I didn't do it. I'd have kept you up here. They paid to drop you. You could pay Husky to come back. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they paid $50 to drop you. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. You can come back on. Hey, come back on tomorrow when I restart the live. I'll be back on tomorrow. You can jump back up here. I'll let you start all over again.
Also, I wanted to kind of touch on what I felt like he was going to say about music, because I often notice a pattern with, you know, specific Black people that always want to talk about what kind of consumptions others have. That comes from respectability politics.
Yeah.
You know, this idea that as a Black person, you can only be respectable if you're doing things that are deemed worthy and
listening to certain type of music. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not twerking in the club. Not, yeah. It's always that.
But I wanted to tell him, I wanted to say to him, I was just like, you do realize that the closer in proximity that you are to whiteness does not mean that you are going to be accepted. Yeah. That's a false narrative, okay? Because the level of microaggression only gets worse as you move up the ladder.
Yeah. The closer you get, to me, it's opposite. The closer you get to that, the more isolated you get, and the more of, you know, the bigger the target gets on your back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's true, because that's happened to me before in the past with some jobs. And I became very aware of it. I paid attention to it. So the next time I went into a different environment, I knew what to look out for.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like to be tokenized. You know, I avoid that like the plague. You know, because people are real quick to single you out. They're like, "Oh my gosh, you're so worldly. You're so cool." And it's like, please go away. I'm not that type of Black person. Go away.
Hey, Penelope said they're card carrying members of the Unemployed Overseers Union. man. Hey, man. You know what? Fuck it. Hey, we did the thing tonight, though, y'all. We're gonna pack it up, though. I know it's late over there. If y'all on the East Coast, man, shout out to all my East Coasters that stayed up with your boy, man. Shout out to all my East Coasters that stayed up with your boy. We did it. We did it. It's 11:42 over there on the East Coast. I'm gonna try to bring y'all in before 12. Y'all can go, before the street lights come on and whatnot.
Yeah, I have my page back.
What? When you gonna get your page back? What'd you say?
I said, hopefully I have my page back.
Oh, it was 3 days? They gave you a little 3-day suspension?
It's till 2030. I put it in the chat.
What?
Read the
All right, I'm gonna go back. What?
It's wild.
Wait, so you were banned for 5 years?
What? All right, we're gonna talk. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, C Differential said, I hope you never get it back. I can't wait for your ass to come up here.
I have more than one page.
We gon' fry your hey, my nigga. I can't. Oh my God, I can't wait till you come. See, Dave, next time you come on, you gotta cam up. Hey, shout out to everybody that joined the panel tonight. Shout out to the tappers, yappers, the super chatters, all the new subs, all the old subs, man. One love, one thug, for real, man. Hey, we did the thing. I'm glad we got it in. Haters, come back tomorrow. I told you, Mal, you can come back tomorrow. We can start it all over again, baby. Or you can bang the. Well, if you bang it now, I'm leaving. So it's gonna be for free. I ain't gonna even hold you. Yeah, man. Are you not entertained? Man, the cash out one time on the way out to $1 do you? $1 do you? We had a good time. I had a great time. I love everybody coming up. You gotta take a shower. Okay. You had 2 more tonight, Jordan. I miss them. I only saw them motherfuckers. Hold on. We're gonna make sure we get through all of these. Cherish Pool said, yo, go to Mal profile. He look just like your son. Oh my God. I'm about to block you. Tonight just said, I hate the bitch if we're being honest. Man, they ain't like that nigga for real. Tonight just said, Lachey, your Bob is fire, by the way. She wanted you to know that. She said, your Bob is fire. Hey, Cherish Pool. You getting reprimanded. I can't wait to find you. See Dave in the queue. No, he not. Nah, ain't no queue. We done for the night. Teddy up in here, invading my personal space, like he like to do. Big ass nigga. Look at this big ass nigga. Invading your personal space. The first dog that's 6'7". This nigga 6'7". He taller than Kobe. I'll tell you. Oh, tall ass nigga. Appreciate you. I ain't saying people government names no more. Y'all be getting on my head, man, but I appreciate you. Thanks for that. For real. We almost at 100,000. We didn't even crack 100,000. Well, on the evening, it was a late night. Teddy or YN. Oh my God. A wolfhound? Nah, man, that's a puppy. Look, Teddy just a puppy. Teddy a provider. I mean, Teddy a protector. He be protecting us. Bloom Golden Doodle? Nah, this nigga's a full poodle. He just a big ass French poodle. That's it, standard poodle. About 6'7". He about 6'7", 6'8" on a good day. If he stretch. Give him dreads. Nah, he got some locks in his hair right now. Them motherfuckers about to get cut though. It's summertime. We about to get that boy. We about to hit that boy with the one blade, no chemo. And we hit 100,000. Wow, man. Hey, y'all, make sure you like, share, and subscribe on the YouTubes if you haven't already. Go check out the videos, man. If you ain't checking out the content on YouTube, you tripping. Y'all just waiting for me to go live. You can watch the YouTube. I'll be doing the same shit on the YouTubes with these mangy ass niggas. God damn, I got a video right now about that clocking that fool Black Guru. Y'all know Black Guru. Go watch that shit. It's funny. It's terrible, but it's funny. One blade, no chemo. Y'all know what it is, man. All right, y'all. Good night. One love, one thug.